All right, well, let's just launch something. Let's talk about Halloween. Fuck it.
Okay.
Welcome to an episode of Candid Talk. Today I'm smoking on this one because that's how stressed my level is.
Oh, alrighty then.
This is your host, Rasheen Winter Harris.
And Emperor Shack Daddy is also in the building.
We also have Emperor Shack Daddy. Very much. Today we're going to be talking about Halloween. Who's Halloween actually for nowadays? That's the question. And then the other question is,
Huh.
what are you going to be for Halloween? Join us today. Yeah, no.
Hey, what are you gonna be for Halloween?
I ain't being
And
shit.
who is Halloween for? I like it.
Well, let's do it.
It's Candid Talk where we lay it down. No room for fakes, we wear the crown.
How do you feel about Halloween? You celebrate Halloween?
Yeah. Annual Halloween party will be as scheduled. I look forward to seeing a lot of people there and not seeing a lot of other people there.
What does that mean?
Oh, like we said on the previous episode, like people have fallen off, so I don't expect to see them this year.
Got you.
Yep.
You have a few fallouts pretty much with people that would normally would be there.
Yeah.
Got you.
But you know, each year brings new people into your vicinity, so I look forward to seeing those people there. And
Do you just celebrate every holiday or specific?
no, like for one, the situation that I'm in right now, I more so decorate for holidays more than celebrate each holiday. But because I come from a country ass southern town where every holiday is a reason to get on the grill, I'm gonna cook.
Got you.
So it's gonna be a feast of some sort.
Reasons to grill.
Right.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Love barbecue.
So you know, Easter I ain't fitting to buy no new suit and go do no Easter speech. But I'm about to grill. 4th of July, I'm not about to get no fireworks. I might wear some red, white, and blue, I don't know. But I'm about to grill.
Well, Halloween, do you think it's, because then a lot of people talking about how it's an evil holiday or it's just, do you see it that way?
I see it as a way for people to make money.
I mean, yeah, of course.
Because
Most
that's
holidays
all
are
these
materialistic.
holidays is about.
Yeah.
Whether they evil or good or whatever. I think Christmas evil.
Yeah, I kind of do too. Especially the way society runs it now.
Right.
It's
Because
hyper for money grab.
if people are really looking at the whole reading the Bible thing the right way, they know that damn Christmas is not his birthday. So it's evil. It's a man. If we looking at it for real, every time we think about the devil, what color is he?
Right.
And we got this big man in a red suit that's breaking into people's houses.
Interesting.
Come on now. But nobody sees it that way. No, Santa leaves gifts. No, that fucking in your house eating shit that he ain't pay for. And then leaving stuff that he ain't pay for either, because them stuff been in your closet. You bought it from the Walmart.
I mean,
But you want your kids to believe some white man
that's
is
a
coming
hell of a
through.
thought right there.
Yeah.
But that makes me think about Halloween even worse because people actually dress up as the devil.
Right.
So it's just like, damn,
But guess what they do on Halloween that they don't do on Christmas?
what's that?
They knock on your door. That bitch don't break in.
Fair enough. That'd be crazy if somebody actually tried to be Santa Claus for real. Well, they really
For Halloween, they
In
might
the
as
hood-
well.
In the hood, they do, technically. It's a bunch of Saint Nicks robbing people.
So
But
yeah.
Halloween is I don't know. I feel like I never really celebrated Halloween, but I did do the candy grabs. I never really wore costumes and stuff like that. Like maybe once or twice when I was a kid.
I don't even know if I did it when I was a kid. Like I can't remember a holiday in which we actually bought me a costume and all of that. Like I did that stuff on my own for like because I think it was middle school I was in where they had the costume contest, or high school, whatever. I went to school dressed as a number two pencil. I had on yellow pants and a yellow shirt, and I put on, yeah, and I had a piece
He's
of
a
construction
scholar.
paper on my shirt that said number two pencil. That was my costume.
Not the number
Yeah.
two pencil though.
I ain't never really had no costume and stuff. Man, please.
Yeah.
And like I said, the candy grab, the only reason why I went on those is because I was taking other people's kids to go get candy. So that was that. And like I said, it seems like a more polite holiday than anything because, yes, scary stuff, but people are actually taking their kids and they're having family time and they're knocking on people's doors and being polite and asking for treats. Some kids are stealing if you leave the bucket outside, but I mean, that's you leaving candy in front of kids. Like, come on, what do you expect? But yeah, I don't know. They say the holiday's so evil and this, that, and the third, but it's only because of what society has made us believe about witchcraft and all this other shit. But I don't know. Every holiday is evil to me.
You don't think witchcraft is evil?
No, not necessarily. It's you pick a side with that. Like they said, the good witch, the bad witch on Wizard of Oz. Yeah, you pick a side with everything. Some people.
Society witches. We ain't talking about movie witches.
We're talking about witches. Period.
Witchcraft is the dark art though. All of it.
No, there's a light side and a dark side.
How?
Because what do you mean? Like when you have an army, there's an army that's fighting for one thing and there's an army fighting for another thing. So there is a witchcraft that fights for the dark side, a witchcraft that fights for the light side. Like there's the
So you're
balance.
talking about the people that use it. I'm talking about witchcraft in general. Witchcraft is a dark art.
Okay, I guess your definition of dark art is something different.
Well, it's a dark art because it's a manipulation of what's already natural.
Oh.
So anything that's technically changing what's already natural is considered dark or evil because it's a manipulation of nature. So just like when people are changing themselves or however, technically you're going against nature at that point.
Oh. Well, I guess everybody's a dark art then.
Not everybody.
Yeah, because I mean, come on. People don't just this right here, clothes is manipulation of nature. This isn't something we have to have. We could all be naked right now.
Not by law. We get arrested. So
But
we're
law is
following the law.
manipulation of nature. Like naturally, we not born with clothes on.
True.
So to make a law that says you must wear clothes, that's a dark art thing.
That's not a dark art.
It's a manipulation of the natural order. That's what you just said.
societal law.
Okay,
That's
so
just something
societally, it's a dark art. Society is a dark art because all of this stuff
Society is a
that.
dark art. I believe that.
Okay, so everything's evil.
Not necessarily.
Okay, so what's not evil?
Because you have order, so that's pretty much us following the order of what society is putting out there. You don't
But
have
if
a choice.
society gives you this stuff as a dark art that they've created, then we're all evil.
No, we're not all evil. We don't
We're
have a
just
choice.
following the dark art.
We don't have a choice.
We're just following the dark art, so that makes
There's
us
a
okay.
choice, and then you don't have a choice. So if you don't have a choice, of
You
doing
have a
something,
choice.
What's the choice? To go to jail?
Yes.
That's stupid.
Okay, so, but that doesn't make it not be dark art, though. Like, if we're
But
following the people that create the dark art, then we're part of it.
No, not necessarily.
Okay, well, we're not going to agree on that part, so let's move
Nah.
on.
Why would we move on? That's
Because we're not going to agree on that part at
If
all.
you're saying that.
I'm saying that
we have to
everything.
follow what we don't have a choice to follow.
No, we
it's us-
have a choice to follow it.
No,
we just
don't.
have to deal with the dark art of it all being sent to jail. So there is a choice.
No, that's the consequence of it.
Right, but it's a choice that you can make.
Huh?
Why would you? But that's a stupid choice to make, though, to go against the grain. So what I'm saying, the dark art is when you choose to actually go with the manipulation. Like the people that's in control of controlling everybody else, they're the people that's manipulating everything.
Right.
We don't have a choice. We're pretty much what do you call it? When you're under the control of something, like you don't have control of it. Now, if we're choosing,
You're manipulated.
we're manipulated.
Right.
We don't have control over that part. So we're not the dark art. What's controlling us is And that's why people are going against, like, trying to fight against society,
See,
their
that's what I'm
order.
saying. Like, it's what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from, but if we're just going to be compliant with it, then we're part of it. So we're
No, not necessarily, bro.
see, that's what I'm saying. We're not going to agree, but we can keep on talking about it if you want to.
I think you're oversimplifying what I'm saying.
There is no oversimplifying it. It is what it is. Like,
So as a kid, if you don't like the food that you're eating, but you have to eat it,
you can starve.
that's not a choice. That's stupid.
That's
That's
not
ignorant at that
stupid.
point.
No, it's not. If
No,
you don't
because
like something and you don't want to eat it, you don't have to eat it.
yeah, okay, so you shouldn't have to eat it. That's fair. But if you don't, if you're not given a choice, and then you being held responsible for finishing that, you're going to do it just because you're being held responsible for that.
So at
Well,
that
you're going to
point, your
face the
parents aren't
consequences.
dark art.
No, they're the ones in control. That's what I'm saying. So the people that are in control, if you choose to actually be a part of manipulating nature, then you're actually adding, or you're using your own dark art, which is technically your own form of something evil or dark in its own way.
Okay.
Hey. But overall, witchcraft is a manipulation of nature.
Right.
So I mean, you're going way further with the society thing, but it can be looked at that as well. That's why a lot of people are going against the grain when it comes to fighting against order, organization. But a lot of times that keeps people from going crazy and chaos. So I don't disagree with some of the things that society has put in laws. Like, if fucking women was naked, it'd be crazy out here. If niggas was naked, it'd be gross out here, in my opinion. Like, I wouldn't want to see that shit anyway. So all certain laws to keep things in order, you could consider that dark art, but I don't not necessarily consider that dark art if it's something righteous. Like, at the end of the day, order is order. If you're aiming more for chaos, and that's what is the dark art, that's what the witchcraft or etc. would be. But that's where you would come from with your original, saying that there's the good and the evil, but they're all manipulation at the end of the day, no matter if you're choosing it for a righteous purpose.
Okay.
So why do you disagree with that, like, overall?
That all witchcraft is dark art?
Yeah,
Because who says?
the Bible, if we're gonna put it on that,
And who wrote the Bible?
somebody.
Right. That somebody is not the hear all with all of
It's not even just the Bible, it's most preachings or any type of study. when it
right,
comes
something
to-
that some person made up.
everything is made up though.
Right. So that's why I'm saying everything is dark art, but you don't agree with me with it. So,
No.
like I said, we're not going to agree on this.
Everything can't be dark art, bro.
Yes, it can.
How?
The same way that everything that people want to make dark can be dark. You choose to make it that. Like, no one wants to just say, oh, yeah, well, we agree to disagree. You think light and dark or whatever, what have you. People just like, oh, yeah, I'll go with what's been said all these years ago. So we choose to go with whatever has been set forth for us. No one has their own understanding of anything. No one has a concept of what's natural anymore. We just go with what we've been told to do.
I can see that in a way.
Yep.
Shit, nah.
Because my whole thing is this King James version of the Bible that everyone's going by, the same man wrote a book about demons and dark art and everything else, and y'all want to believe what he has to say about what we should be doing with our lives, but y'all don't like the dark art.
It's not even just the Bible. I've seen it in multiple different places. Like, so that's what I'm saying. That's just one place I can think of off the top of my head.
Right, but most
But
of it's
yeah.
religions that have been made up by some person.
Fair.
So whether it be King James or whoever made Hindu, everybody just what we've known for all this time, and someone's passed down, and you know how rumors are passed around. Something gets misconstrued over the time that the rumor continues to go. So all these decades and years and centuries, you don't think something's got misconstrued or turned the wrong way somewhere up in there? But no, we just
See, my thing about research, anytime I research, if I see the same type of information in multiple different places, that's how I've been doing research my entire life. It must be have some truth to it. So if every different area that has some type of spirit or evil versus good is saying the same thing about witchcraft, then that's why I base it on that. It has to have some truth to it.
Okay, so let's break down witchcraft. What is witchcraft at its basic?
So, well, I'm mainly talking about the new witchcraft where they cutting up goats and shit like that. For
That's
one,
not new.
I know it's not new, but people are starting to do it again.
Okay.
Like it's being popular. It's being promoted, pretty much. I even know somebody, that's kind of why I'm talking about it, that actually did that shit. And I was just like, word. And then what happened? I don't know, but it seemed like they was going down a dark path.
Okay.
The tarot cards, all of that shit like that. It's like, for one, let's say things that we don't know or we probably shouldn't know. Let's say if it's your time of death or some shit like that.
Okay.
That's a form of that which we probably, I'm gonna try to manipulate that shit if I know, for one. Maybe like tomorrow, nigga, how?
I'm not going over there
I'm not going over
at
there.
all. I'm staying right here because it said I'm supposed to die at the Pizza Hut at 3:30, so I'm not even leaving the house. Right.
Like that.
Okay.
So like, I like what I think about it. I even compare it to like, because I get off into like comic book type shit. It's almost like you creating a different path for the entire, like you're resetting your own path pretty much.
Okay.
By trying to manipulate. Now, I'm not saying, now let's say because somebody has to answer when you're channeling something. That's what witchcraft is, it's channeling. So if you're not channeling something good, or if let's say something good is not listening to your channeling, it's only going to lead to something dark. And typically, that's where everybody says, or at least multiple different sources say, it's going to be channeling something dark, especially if you don't know how to channel properly and distinguish what's good and what's bad. Most people don't have that type of distinguish or knowing good versus evil at all. Like people just doing whatever to try to survive now. And I think that's where it gets darker and darker and darker because they're following people that's already in a dark path. So witchcraft in general is just a manipulation or trying to channel through something to try to get an answer about what you should do versus just doing something that you should fucking do. So if I'm supposed to hustle, I'm not gonna channel some shit and be like, oh, I got this money coming in, I'm gonna burn this shit here, put my name on it, like what the fuck, go hustle. What we trying to channel? If something channels and all of a sudden everything starts to work,
Okay,
so
when you say channeling, what do you mean by that part? Because I feel like you're saying stuff, but all of the stuff that people say in witchcraft is done is pretty much the same thing that are done in churches and other religions. Like we chant, we burn candles, we do all these things. So, but no one says church or religion is witchcraft.
But think about this, when you do it in church and stuff like that, let's say if you're channeling, right? You're trying to channel to somebody specific. Witchcraft is to whoever the fuck is listening.
Well, if that's what you want to do, but most of the time we are channeling to people that we're trying to reach. Like,
No, you said, you brought up the church part. Now
Yeah.
that's Jesus, God, Allah. It's specific. So you're trying to channel a godly type of energy and shit like that. Witchcraft
Okay.
is just a broad door, is what I'm saying. So you could channel.
well, like I said, not everybody just channels just to see who's going to answer. People do have witchcraft that they channel to specific entities.
What's those entities?
Well, I mean, in African cultures, there are orishas that people talk to, just like they talk to God. Like,
Oh yeah, I mean that's very specific because they believe in the higher power though. That's their ancestors and everything. So the African one is,
but see, like I said before, then in that
That's
case,
their
there's a
practice.
light and a dark because in church, it is witchcraft, whether you want to say it is or not. You're doing the same things. You're gathering, you're chanting, you're in circles, you're doing the little rhythm of the music or whatever. You're burning the candles, you're burning the whatever. You're doing the same thing witchcraft does. You're just talking to one specific entity. Some people have other entities that they channel to in different religions. Now, some people are just witchcraft dumbasses that don't know what they're doing and they've gotten some piece of information from somewhere and just they're doing random stupid shit, which is going to fuck their life up. So like I said, all of it's witchcraft. So there has to be a
You know
light
what?
and a
I can see
dark.
that now. I can see that. I can see that.
That's my whole thing. Like,
It is. I can see that. They
people
have
don't
similar
want to say that their churches are witchcraft, but baby, you're doing the same thing. You're eating flesh, drinking blood. So what do you mean? It's communion. If communion is what y'all say it is, eating flesh, his body, and drinking his blood, then it's witchcraft.
Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think in the comments, cause
Oh, they gonna have a time with
I'm
this.
starting to see his point.
They gonna have a time
I
with
don't
this.
fully agree.
No one's gonna ever fully agree to that. But I'm just saying, when you take the witchcraft
similar
and
methods,
break
though.
it down as to what witchcraft is considered, and people talk about the sacrifice, the this, that, and the third, and then you read the Bible is saying that you sacrifice by drinking the blood and eating the body and doing, it's the same stuff. Now y'all might not be taking real flesh, but to say that you're eating someone's body and drinking their blood, that sounds kind of witchcrafty to me. That's all I'm
I
saying.
mean, it's not real though.
It's not real. See, that's the point.
It's just are they trying to relive the connection?
Well,
that
see,
the
but
originals got
but
connected to Jesus.
although it's not real,
it's just
the whole
it's like a play.
implementation
It's like a play.
of these
The witchcraft is
particular
the real
ceremonies is witchcraft. That's all I'm saying.
It is a ritual.
Yes.
It's definitely a ritual.
That's all I'm saying. So you can't just dismiss all of that just to be, oh, that's dark, that's bad, that's mad, and then come to church and do the same things that you're mad at them people for doing. Like, nah, that's not how it works. That's like saying, oh, over here we cook this type of food, and then if somebody over there cooked the food and they add something extra in it, then oh no, they food, don't go over there and get their food. Yeah, our food, take ours.
My food is
No.
better though.
Right. See what I'm saying? And that's how they sound. Although we cook our rice without the peas in it, they put peas in their rice. That ain't the good stuff. You want to stay over here with this. That's all I'm saying.
So you saying anything that has a ritual to it is witchcraft to you?
What I'm basically saying is there must be a balance to everything. Everybody is a bit of everything, light and dark, bad and good, evil and whatever. Like, there's no such thing as something not being any of that. Like, there can't be. Because if that was the case, then the people that are preaching in these churches wouldn't be molesting kids or hiding women in their basements or taking tithe money and not paying for stuff at the church or not helping someone in the community that definitely needs a new windows in their house or a new roof. Like, come on. You riding in Mercedes Benzes and got new suits every Sunday, new robes and everything else, but your congregation is steady giving you 10%, and these people can't hardly keep their fucking lights on, but they forever Sunday got that 10% to bring to you for you to go spend and do whatever you want to do with, take vacation, travel, do whatever. That sounds evil to me.
Shit, are you anti-church? That almost sounds like anti-church right
It's anti people that don't do right by church. If you're going to have a church, then do right by the people in that church. And when you don't, then I can't get with that.
Church is the new business, man. So,
Church been a business.
That's a big business. Man.
We have to register with the state, and then they have to. Yeah, churches.
You part of the church?
I am baptized and yeah.
What church you go?
I'm baptized at
You
Mount
about to have
Carmel
a-
Missionary Baptist in Dunbar, and we.
They gonna be all in the comments cussing you out.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Mm-hmm.
You need to leave.
You need to leave.
Nah, that's different.
But yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, that's a different perspective.
it's just.
And I'm
different
not,
perspective.
I'm for sure not on here. We're not on here to attack any churches, but at
We're
the
not
same
on
time,
here to talk about witchcraft and none of that. We're just saying.
That was actually a good comparison, though. At least a breakdown. 'Cause
It's
it
just-
is ceremonial type, ritual type
It
aspects
is.
in church.
That's all I'm saying. And y'all got to recognize that. Y'all
And it
can't
could
be blind to
It
that.
could be light and dark in church as well. So that is
It
facts.
is light and dark
is
in
light and dark.
church.
It's
Let's
it
not
could
even
be.
say it could be,
Yeah,
because
it
you know
definitely-
there's some people in the church that talk shit about everybody up and through there.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I mean, overall, what y'all think? Y'all gotta let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Is witchcraft evil, or could there be good and evil witchcraft? I want to know about the church part, y'all. Y'all let me know. is the church doing witchcraft as well? Like, are these rituals considered witchy? I'm curious.
They're gonna say no because
I
they go to
mean,
church,
they gotta really think. I mean, you gotta think outside the box. Because,
and
like I
that's
said, I
my
be
whole
challenging
point.
because I'm not really a church person myself. Like, I only come up with topics like this when I'm talking to somebody that may have a little church in them. And my brother, for one, I be asking him questions and I be stomping them. I'm just like, I just need to understand. Like, I'm just trying to get a deeper conversation or deeper understanding of why. Not even why you believe. I'm not going to say. I'm just saying, why does this make sense to you? Because it doesn't. You know what I mean? Certain things just didn't make sense to me. And overall, I am a believer in a higher power.
Yeah.
But yeah, some of the ritual things. Now that you put it that way, I don't really get behind a lot of that actually. And I didn't think about it that way, but yeah.
Right.
Y'all gonna have to let me know. We might have to bring this topic back with a few others.
Oh, we gonna have
I'm gonna
to.
need to get
We
somebody
gonna
that
have to
actually
do a
does it.
panel on this.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Definitely gonna have
telling
to be a
you.
panel. I want to bring the person
Yeah.
that actually does
Ooh.
the witchcraft stuff.
Oh, if we get one of them and one of the churchgoers, that'll be.
Oh yeah, we
Ooh.
need. Hey, if y'all
Because
are
I'm trying to
in
tell
the
you.
Georgia, Atlanta, Marietta, Kennesaw area, please let us know because we would love to have you on our
Right.
panel. Because we kind of opposite. We disagree and agree at the same time. It's just that I just see it a little different. But now the way he broke it down, I see his point a little bit more. But at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I gotta hear from people that
Right.
actually practice a
Because
bit
I don't
more.
practice
I
neither
don't
one
practice.
of them.
Yeah, not really. I've dove back into religion, but I'm not gonna say I'm a saint or super study. I feel like I've done some witchcraft, just not knowing. But by the
Oh, I mean, I
shit
know
that I was
I've done
messing,
some,
I burned
but
some ancestral money. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't burn money.
Anyway, so yeah,
I
that's all I got.
burn candles and incense and sage, but that's about it. Like,
Say yeah.
cause
All that's witchcraft.
on my little altar, all of my ancestors that have passed, their pictures are there, and I put a candle on for them on certain days just to
Yo,
be
all
like,
right, so it was one thing I did hear a pastor say. I just want to get your opinion on it. He was just saying like certain things like the sage, the burning of the candles, etc. He said certain things like that could attract something demon, like demonic or something like that. Do you think something like that is even possible?
yeah, it's according to your intention you put behind what you're doing.
So you
That's
think
the whole
intention
thing about
controls
it. That's why I say it's got to be a light and a dark to it, because your intentions may be to really just help and do good, and then your intentions might be on some. Well, I just want this one here because they did me wrong, and when you put that energy into it, that makes it dark.
What goes into it, which changes I guess, the outcome of what people expect witchcraft to be.
Right.
How do you feel about this statement that witchcraft is the opposite of spirituality?
I don't know, like opposite. What do you
Yeah,
mean
so
by
for like
that?
spirituality is supposed to be like the work or the growth of your inner self, in and out. You actually understanding who you are and how you affect others around you, how people affect you, pretty much to actually grow. While witchcraft is just a manipulation of everything else around you, and you never actually focus on
Well, see, that's the
inner
thing. You
self.
keep saying that definition about witchcraft manipulation. Everything manipulates everything.
Yeah.
Everything is witchcraft. I don't know how many times I'm have to say
Think
that.
about the question though. But if you're not actually trying to grow yourself, that's when you actually dive into like manipulating everything else around you versus actually figuring out who the fuck you are. That's pretty much what the saying
Well, I
is, the
mean, at the end
opposite.
of the day, spirituality, if you're trying to work on your within, it's going to then affect everything around you.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, same thing.
It's not the same thing though.
No, you're just starting in first, and then you're expecting everything
Witchcraft is
around.
never internal though. Witchcraft.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
understand.
that's what I'm
But
saying.
it's the manipulation of things around you, right?
Yeah.
You work on self till things around you can change.
And spirituality.
Right.
But witchcraft is the opposite though.
Not opposite.
How?
Everything is witchcraft.
Hell nah.
Yeah.
Tripping.
Because just like I said earlier about church,
Definitely not.
when you go to your
If
job,
I'm working on my
isn't the
mind,
ritual
that
the
is not
same?
witchcraft. If I'm reading and I'm studying to grow and I'm understanding people how they think, that's not witchcraft. That's me understanding and growing and changing. Witchcraft is the manipulation or changing shit forcefully around you, or you actually not doing the work yourself. It's things that's supposed to change around you to make it work for you as you are.
Okay.
Spirituality is growing yourself.
Okay.
So how is that the same?
You know, we back at this crossroad. I'm gonna just say okay because we're not
But you're
gonna
not
agree.
explaining yourself. How is that the same? If it's
Because
you saying
everything is a ritual. Spirituality, witchcraft, they're the same. Everything is a ritual. Coming to your job is a ritual. Going to church is a ritual. The things you do at your home is a ritual. Everything is a ritual. So everything is witchcraft.
nah, that's crazy.
It's not crazy.
That's crazy.
That's not crazy. That's
Do me
the
a favor,
problem.
Google witchcraft real quick for me so we could get a definition from
My
Google.
phone is like way over there, bro.
Appreciate it. We need to get something solid to stand on. This witchcraft is everything sounds just crazy.
Witchcraft, the practice of magic or sorcery, which can be interpreted as having a spiritual, religious, or non religious context depending on the tradition. Everything is witchcraft.
Read it one more time.
You read it.
I sure will. Witchcraft, the practice of magic or sorcery, which can be interpreted as having a spiritual, religious, or non-religious context, depending on the tradition.
Right. The intention.
So practice of magic and sorcery is what it started out with.
Yeah.
So if you're not using any of that type of stuff, that's where the spirituality
Okay,
is.
so then we're going to have to relook at what magic or sorcery means.
Facts. Because I didn't believe magic was real.
Oh my gosh. See, this is the problem.
Why is it the problem?
Because
That's
everyone
better
uses
understanding.
definitions but don't know what they mean. The art of performing illusions and tricks for entertainment, the belief in supernatural powers, and their manipulation.
Do you believe in magic? I don't believe in magic, honestly.
If you believe in a higher power, then you believe in supernatural power.
I do believe in that, but
Okay.
I'm saying people being able to do it.
Well, what does the Bible tell you happens?
I mean, you pray, but there's somebody answering that. It's not us. It's coming through us or from there, right? Isn't that what it says? Because otherwise, I wouldn't have this life that I have right now. Nigga, boomity bobbity boop.
So,
What is me talking about? Fuck.
and you don't think it's magic happening and stuff that we do?
Yeah, but mostly, I mean, not really. Like I said,
Right.
like
Everybody just thinks life is just regular.
not
This
from
is
the individual. Not saying
not from the individual what?
the person. Like I said, if I could figure, like, let's say if magic is real, or let's say if I could control magic, I would be bibbity bobbity boop and have an amazing life, and then I'll be off the grid.
Right. But see,
invisible,
the
because
thing
nobody can
is,
see it.
because we feel like magic isn't real, no one's trying to learn how to use it. That's the point.
Nah, people trying to use it.
Yes, people are trying to use it, and those people are getting results of some sort. The ones that don't believe in it, they're mad because they can't get it to manipulate it in their favor.
Now, just to play devil's advocate, what if it's not real and it's just another way to motivate ourselves? Do you think that's a possibility as well? Like, it's really in us this whole time to do better, but we have to feel like we have to put it into an outward source or a third party just to feel like we can do it ourselves. Do you think people think, or at least that's a capability as well?
Everything is a capability.
That's not an answer.
Yes, it is.
Everything is not an answer.
Yes, it is.
That's like what you want to eat, everything. That's not an answer. Be specific. We're on a podcast where we communicate and break shit down. Be specific. Please. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. And this is why our episodes be so awesome, because you don't believe that everything is everything.
Everything isn't everything.
Yes, it is. That's why Lauryn Hill said it.
You said what?
That's why Lauryn Hill said it.
Fuck Lauryn Hill, one ass album.
You would not do her like that. One album, really? Really?
Yeah.
I can't, man.
I can't call somebody great if they only hit greatness one time.
Oh.
That was really good. That was really good. Moving on. Anybody else, please? terrible performer as well. Anyway,
Horrible.
say what I said.
What the? Okay.
Itty.
Okay. All right. We leaving Lauren Hill out of it. Good lie. Anyway. Okay. So back to this whole witchcraft is everything. Magic is real. Okay. So for the people that go to church and feel like if they pray on things that it's just going to happen because they pray on it, are they not expecting magic?
That doesn't make it real.
Right. But
that's
doesn't
like
make it
what I
not
said.
real.
That's what I just.
It
asked
doesn't
you
make
though.
it not real though.
But them praying or believing into something, that's what I'm asking you, dude. Is it really just the capability of just people unlocking their own potential, but believing it's in a third party? That was my question. And you said everything is everything. Everything is capable.
Everything is a possibility. That's what
Everything
I'm
is a
saying.
capability.
But at the same time, like if you really thought about it, right?
Mhm.
There are ways for people to do unbelievable things, but they're not studying those ways to make it happen. Like people that can push things from a distance, telekinesis or whatever you call it. You got to figure out what that is, what type of manipulation you would have to do to the
I've been
energy
working
of
on
your.
that my whole life. Still haven't. I try to do a Kamehameha wave, nigga. None of that shit coming out.
How much research did you do to figure out how to do it?
A lot of research.
No, don't lie.
I've been working on
Don't
my
lie.
key.
Watching Dragon Ball Z is not
That's
it.
a lot of research. What you talking about? What you talking about? Master Roshi, Goku.
Watching
Goku,
anime is not the way to do it.
I'm just saying. Shit. Y'all channel through what y'all want to channel. I'm gonna channel through the TV. Channel DBZ.
I can't with you.
Hey,
Were you ignorant?
hey, just saying.
But yes, back to your initial question. I think that is. I think it is a possibility.
So you think people need it, like witchcraft?
Some people need either
a third
or,
party, pretty much.
because there are very few people that can just go through life and just be like, you know what, I'm just gonna live my life, do what I need to do, and handle my business. I'm not gonna do no religion. I'm not gonna do no witchcraft. I just know I need a job. I'm gonna get this money and buy the stuff that I want to buy, live the life that I want to live. No one just does that. No one has that power within themselves to just be themselves. They have to have something to cling to, which makes me angry because why? Why must you cling to something? Just do life.
What about atheists? I don't think they cling to anything.
Yes, they do. They cling to the fact that don't know power exists. That's
That is
clinging
fact.
to something.
That is fact. But don't that shit. Yeah, I've met a few atheists, and the way they think is a little bit different.
Yes.
It's more scientific, if anything.
Right, but they believe in
Well, except for
science.
the idiots. Yeah, they believe in science. Fair enough.
So, you
I
know,
believe in
everybody
science.
needs something to believe in, or they feel unvaluable. Invaluable?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, whatever the word is.
Unvalued.
That part. Okay. So, like I said, people need something to make them feel like they have purpose. And if they don't feel like they have purpose, then it's just woe is me. But at the end of the day, you do the things that you're allowed to do through societal stigma or whatever. I don't think I used that word right, but you know, you do what you do when you're allowed to do it through whatever laws or whatever, and just get what you can get from this life. All of that following this and praying every day and doing the things, and just live your life. Like, do you really need something to cling on to make you feel like you have a purpose in this life? Or do you just need to go out here and do the steps, like you said, because society sets certain things for you to be able to do and not able to do? So just stay in the damn lane you need to be in, do the things you need to do, and get on with your life and die. Because that's all gonna happen. You're gonna live life and you're gonna die. So whether you sit here and you pray every day, all day for something magnificent to happen that never happens and then you die, then what was the point? You wasted a whole lot of hours and time and energy on some shit that, why? When you could have just been putting in the work to get the things that you wanted.
My last question, and we can end this topic. But we definitely need a panel for sure.
Oh, we need a panel now. We got to have a panel for this.
So cute.
And I ain't want to talk on them.
Huh?
I ain't want to talk on them. I done did my talk.
Oh no, we gotta talk.
I want other people to talk. I
I
want to hear
definitely
what they want
want.
to say.
That's why you gotta ask the questions. You gotta be. But nah, my last question on this one. Do you think there's like consequences for certain, let's say, rituals or the sacrifices, etc.?
And you know what I'm about to say?
There's consequences for everything.
Okay then.
Shut the fuck up, man. This guy, man.
I'm just saying, bro.
Yo, peace, y'all. This nigga bugging, bro.
There are consequences to everything.
Y'all comment below. Let this nigga know that wasn't an answer. Saying everything is not an answer.
I'm out.